Can I 100% Dragonborn? I'm Kyon, and this is Skyrim's Anniversary Edition. And today we're gonna be doing every single quest from Skull Village. Let's get into it.
The village is just ahead. Storn has used his magic to raise a barrier around it, protecting the few of us left. That the barrier is still there is a good sign. Father, I have returned. There is yet hope.
Freya, what news do you bring? Is there a way to free our people?
No, but I have brought someone who has seen things. He has confirmed that Mirak is indeed behind the suffering of our people.
I feared that it would be so.
But how is that possible, after all this time?
I fear there is too much we do not yet know.
Please, tell Storm what has happened.
So, a couple cultists tried to kill me, I get into
So you have
books,
seen things,
and
yes.
Mirak is
My
mean.
magic grows weak, and so does the barrier around our village. Time is short. Tell me what you know.
Well, I've seen Mirak, so that's a start.
Really? How?
Yeah, about that. I kinda read a book.
The legends speak of that place. Terrible battles fought at the temple. The dragons burning it to the ground in rage. They speak also of something worse than dragons buried within. Difficult to imagine, but if true, it means what I feared has come to pass. Mirak was never truly gone, and now has returned. If you could go to this place and see him, are you like Mirak? Are you Dragonborn?
Indeed. I've slain Alduin.
Then perhaps you are connected with him. The old tales say that he too was Dragonborn.
Does that happen to Dragonborns in one era?
I am unsure. It may mean that you could save us, or it may mean that you could bring about our destruction. But our time here is running out. The few of us left free of control cannot protect ourselves for much longer. You must go to Saring's Watch. Learn there the word that Mirak learned long ago, and use that knowledge on the Windstone. You may be able to break the hold on our people there and free them from control.
Okay, so I've gotta go and learn a word of power on a place I've been. I forgot. I didn't see the stairs. And it's not the first time that this happens. Saring's Watch. I never get it right. Now, the next step is to cleanse the sacred stones of the land. So let's just do this in a fast-paced manner. I'll speed up the first fight and then just show you the last hit on the next ones, because otherwise we'd be here forever and it's quite repetitive, isn't it? So let's just do it my way. 2 Dramoras, 1 Talvas that can spawn a flame thing. It is legendary, so everything takes forever, but it's fine. So first one's done.
Prevailed. I can feel it.
So why didn't you send a courier? You made me come
So
back.
it is. You have proven yourself an ally to the Skull, and so the Skull shall be allies to you.
Nice, but what now?
If you have released the Windstone and broken the hold on my people, perhaps you can do the same for the rest of Solstheim. I doubt it will fully stop whatever Mirak is doing, but it may slow his progress.
So that's not really enough to stop him.
I cannot help with that. None here can. You will need the knowledge Mirak himself learned. You will need to learn more about this black book.
It's actually more than one. Can you tell me more?
Mirak had this? This does not look like something of the dragon cult. It is a dark thing, unnatural. I would have nothing to do with it. But the dark elf wizard, Neloth, he came to us some time ago asking about black books. I believe he knows a great deal about them. Perhaps too much. Seek him out to the south. Be cautious, Dragonborn. There is something else at work here.
I'll probably try and find some more black books before we go to tell Mithrin.
Allmaker, shelter you.
But first, Skull Village.
It's good that our people are now free. We can attempt to restore balance to our home.
Hey, we make a good team.
Join you? You mean leave the village to journey with you and fight at your side? Well, I'm flattered, but the village is my home. It's very rare for one of the Skull to leave, and I have responsibilities here.
And I have a lot of speech, so...
You're right. I suppose the others can get by without me for a while. Very well. If you need my help, seek me out here in the village.
Will do, just gotta leave my mercenary behind. I'm gonna go with Freya. I don't usually have her tag along, so...
Go on.
I want to.
Leave me here.
Oh,
When you
boo-hoo.
decide to return to your senses, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I do. When you cost money, she's free.
Fenarish, I will follow you, Skull friend, but I must return to the village afterward.
She also doesn't have a level cap.
Wolf Wildblood. I am first hunter of the Skull.
First hunter, huh? What do you hunt?
Deer, bear, and horker provide most of what we need for skins and meat. Sometimes, when the wolves grow too bold and threaten the village, we must hunt them to cull their numbers.
Okay, so what does a first hunter do?
When we stalk large game, I lead our hunters in tracking the beast. It is also a way of saying that I am the most skilled hunter in the village. I doubt that an outsider could truly understand, but I hope my words have helped to answer your question.
Got any wisdom to share? Like using
The
illusion?
first piece of wisdom I teach to any hunter of the Skull is to ask the simple question. Should I truly kill this beast? We take only what we need, and so we preserve the oneness with the land.
Bro, you suck. I like mine better.
The
Use
Skull
illusion.
hunt not for sport.
That way the deer and etc. won't flee. I'm a
We
better
believe
hunter.
that all creatures have a right to live as they will. And when we take what we need from them, we thank the beast for its gifts. The less we disturb the land and the beasts within it, the more we respect the wishes of the All-Maker.
So, how long have you been the first hunter?
In days past, my brother Torkild and I would share the hunt, but that was long ago.
Now we're getting somewhere. What
I wish I
happened?
could tell you. He had a wild gleam in his eye, more so than most. In my darkest times, I fear he fell in among the werebears of the glacier.
Werebears?
Twisted beasts, a curse of Hircine. True bears are noble and great creatures of the wild, but the daedra have no skill for creation, so they defile the All-Maker's workings. I've heard tell of men who, by curse or by heart's desire, become transformed into one of those vile things. It is a pitiable fate, and one that I fear has fallen to my brother.
Do you have any idea where he might have
He
gone?
set off from here so long ago. It's hard to say. Could be in Hammerfell for all I know. If you happen to cross his path, be wary. He was a fierce warrior as a man. If he fell prey to his more bestial side, he could be deadly.
Okay, why do you think he became a werebear?
He never felt the call of the All-Maker, as I do. As we all should. We seek to live in peace with the land. But he had an eye for dominance and strength. For unnatural strength, you need look no further than the beasts of this island, mangled by the daedra. It's not a fate I would wish on anyone, and not what I wanted for my brother.
Fair enough, and I've got some bad news for you if you want to do it. It's a random encounter. Not just that, it's a random encounter that takes a long time to get. However, there's a trick you can do. Find a location that has random encounters, and if he's not there, then go back to Raven Rock, wait 24 hours, and try it again. And then try it again, and keep going until you find the guy. Now, some locations are better than others, apparently. Don't know how much that's been tested, but I did try what the internet recommended me, and after half an hour of failing, then I used that technique. Because first I tried every single location where he could spawn, and my man was not in any of them. After that, I went the internet's wisdom way, and it was 3 or 4 times. Really? Oh no, Mirak, come on, don't steal the soul. Oh, remember when I was complaining that dragons were spawning in Falkreath too often? Now I don't have enough souls.
One step closer.
What a dick. Bro, you suck.
I've been looking for you.
Oh, great.
That's something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Let me guess.
Let's see here. Another letter from Rallis.
Yep.
He's starting to scare me a little. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Oh, man. Anyway, look who I found. Torkild.
Thirst for sky. Allmaker craves the night of sun.
Hey, your brother's looking for ya.
He hears the underslake of blood dart.
What kind of response is that? You just go into a werebear? Really? And yeah, that on the previous one, we did see werewolves. The face is quite different. I mean, unless I'm blind and stupid, but I'm pretty sure. So that's weird. Anyway, not as hard as I thought it would be. Cool animation, I did it, and he's down. I hope his brother doesn't have any resentment to it.
I am the leader of the Skal, but it's the Allmaker who truly protects and provides.
Just give me a quest, come on.
Bandits sometimes come at night to steal our food. They think that stealing from us is easier than hunting for themselves. It will be dangerous, but if you'll deal with these thieves, we would be most grateful.
Kill a bandit. Oh, that's
Then
easy.
may the Allmaker give you the strength of a great bear and make your will as firm as stone.
Also, what were you two arguing about? Someone's missing?
Oh, I doubt it. Dior has always been quick to worry. Go and speak to him if you like, but do not be surprised if you end up in a wild fox chase. It would not be the first time.
Oh, I'll just speak with Dior then.
Baldur could be in danger, and you will do nothing. If you won't help me, then I'll ask the Allmaker to send someone else who can.
I'm here.
I
You
am
won't
no
have
need
to
talk
ask
outside.
anyone.
One of the Skal has gone missing.
Who? Who's missing?
It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village.
Really? The guy called Iron Shaper is your smith?
I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw 2 elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it.
Where were they headed?
South and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The Skal would be grateful.
You will not guess the enemy on this quest if you haven't
My
done
mother
it.
was Skal, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
That's weird.
A
Why?
trade ship from Skyrim struck ice off the coast near the village, and the Skal took in the surviving sailors. My mother fell in love with one of the sailors, my father, and eventually returned with him to Skyrim.
Well, did she ever return?
Sadly, no. She died in Falkreath, where I was born. I came across a few of my mother's old things not long ago. Among them was a necklace that my father gave to her when they were married. I believe she would want it placed upon her tombstone in Falkreath, as a symbol of her undying love and the great sacrifice she made for it. If you find yourself in Falkreath, please give this amulet to the priest Runal and tell him that I sent you. He will understand. I don't have much to give in reward, but return to me when the task is done and I'll do what I can. Thank you, Skal friend.
Okay, that's an easy trip with fast travel, no
My son and
biggie.
I gather items to It's been many winters since my husband returned to the Allmaker. But my heart still aches from the loss.
Who's your son?
His name is Nicholas. He's a good lad, strong and loyal. I only wish he wasn't so eager to leave the village. I've tried to tell him that the world beyond our lands is dangerous and cruel, but he won't listen.
I can speak with him. Also, if you're gonna
You
say
would do
his
that?
name as
I
Nicholas,
know he would listen to you.
can't you just
You've
spell
been
it
out
the
there in
same
wide
way?
world. You know its
Ah.
perils. Yes, perhaps you can convince him. I would be grateful if you would do this thing, outsider.
I mean, a speech check,
Every
that's easy.
winter, the ash from the angry mountains creeps closer.
Speaking about creepy, here's a letter.
This is by his hand, for certain. It looks like I was right. He was taken in by that. Where did you find this?
He's a werebear. On him.
I understand. That's not an existence I would wish on anyone. I hope you will give him a swift end.
Well, no answer is good.
Good. Thank you for setting my mind to rest. Now I can hope the Allmaker will show mercy to him in the beyond. Let me impart some of the wisdom of the Skald to you. You've done me a service. I will do you one in kind.
Let's just go to Nicholas. Hey, buddy.
I've seen outsiders in our village before, but none were like you.
Well, I'm Dragonborn.
Perhaps I'll be the first Skald to slay a dragon. That would be worthy of a tale.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
That's right. I want to go out into the world and earn great glory. I want to hunt the deadliest creatures and claim vast riches. I'm wary of living in this village. I want to do something with my life other than farm, fish, and hunt deer. I know it must be hard for an adventurer such as you to understand this, but we Skald live very boring lives.
You're an NPC, that's by design.
There is truth in your words. She has not been herself since my father's death. I can see that in my eagerness for adventure, I have forgotten my duties as a son and as a Skald. You have helped me to see wisdom, and I thank you for that, Skald friend.
So that worked.
If Nicholas leaves, I fear he will never return.
Which is probably quite likely, so...
May the Allmaker bless you with many sons and daughters, outsider. Once again, you have shown that you're a true friend of the Skald. I wish that I could give you a reward that is equal to the joy in my heart, but I don't have much to offer one who has so much already. Perhaps these will prove useful to you. These herbs are unique to the island, and their like cannot be found elsewhere.
Thanks. I've made use of Hearthfire, so that's all set up.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
I've got a favor from Morwen?
Morwen, you say?
Morwen, okay.
Now, that is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Left to join her mother's people on Solstheim, as I recall. I knew her parents quite well, you know. Bera and Ulfar were good people, very much in love. Now, what can I do for young Morwen?
Place this on her mother's grave.
Ah, yes, Bera's silver necklace. It was a wedding gift, and she rarely took it off. I'll be glad to oblige. What a touching gesture, to display the symbol of her devotion in such a way. Tell Morwen I'll be happy to grant her request. I'm sure it will bring joy to her mother and father as they walk in Asterius.
Much appreciated. So our work in Falkreath is done. So let's go and find that bandit. I love my build. So 2 Dremors, 1 bound bow, a follower, and we are done. Just gonna see if we have any good loot. I saw the chest, and there's probably a strong box as well. Yep. So let's see. Oh, great loot once again. Now remember the improbable enemy from the guy that was kidnapped. It was the Thalmor. They want to find Stalrim, basically. These are just the guys that took him captive, so we're gonna rescue him. But then we're gonna kick some more Thalmor ass.
Outsider, I remember you. You're the one who freed the Skald from the dark spell. Thank the Allmaker that you have come. These accursed elves have taken me from my home.
Did they do a number on you? Do you need healing?
No, my wounds are not serious. I don't think the elves were trying to harm me. Perhaps they intended to frighten me. At worst, I have a few bruises to show for my ordeal.
Why did the Thalmor came here for you?
I do not know this word, Thalmor. But if you mean the elves, they were trying to learn the secrets of forging Stalrim. Their leader, an elf named Ankarian, has a map. He says that it shows the location of a hidden source of Stalrim.
And Kyon,
They
not
have a ship.
Ancano.
They took
Really
me there
close
and
names,
showed
though.
me the map. You will find it on the northern coast of the island.
Just mark it on my
Please.
map.
Do not let Ankarian make his weapons. Kill him or let him live. But take the map from him. It belongs with the skull. I will return to the village. When you have the map, please bring it to me there. And thank you. May the Allmaker bless your days.
Sounds quite easy. Oh, and it's a location that I have on my map. No one was there
You are
before.
trespassing here. I strongly suggest you move along.
Or what? I've annihilated your embassy.
Thalmor to arms! Kill the intruder!
What are you lot gonna do?
Maker protect.
Against 2 Dromores, 1 Freya, and the Nyx Hound that does nothing except stare at me. If that thing wasn't finding random items on the floor, I'd have
My mother was
left him.
but she left the village, and I was born in Skyrim.
Okay, Morwen, we've done the
You've brought
thing.
warmth to my heart,
Aw.
outsider, and I'm in your debt.
No, it's fine, it's
Please
fine.
accept this as a token of gratitude.
We'll do, though.
Once again, you've proven yourself an ally to the Skull.
Okay, so let's find Baldur, give him the map he wants. And then Thorsten
to see you again,
should
my
have a quest for us.
Did you find the elves at their ship?
I did. I've also took care of them.
I know you faced great danger to bring this map to me. There are no words to tell how glad my heart is. Thank you, brave one. I name you Friend of the Skull, and I will trust you with the knowledge of forging Stalrim. If you bring Stalrim here to my forge, you can use my tools to make what you will from it. Until our next meeting, Skull Friend. May your hunts always bring you game, and your crops grow tall and bountiful.
I heard from Dior how you went in search of Baldur.
I thought I had to come to you.
I heard from Dior how you went in search of Baldur. That was very brave. And in fact, that's just the kind of courage I'm looking for.
Yeah, sure, you're the
Quite
last
right,
quest, I
quite
think.
right. This, however, is paying work. Allow me to explain. As a scholar of history, I've always found Solstheim to be most intriguing. I've made many forays into the ancient ruins that cover the island. I've come to know those ruins so well, I could draw you a map from memory. That's why I noticed the new passage the moment I laid eyes on it.
The passage to what?
An old tomb, I think. It must have been opened by an earthquake that accompanied one of the Red Mountains eruptions. I'd love to have a closer look, but those old ruins can be dangerous, and I'm no adventurer. I'll pay you to watch my back down there. I'll be heading back there soon. If you're interested, meet me at the ruins and we'll see what we can find. Now I'm off to pack for the expedition.
Lost Legacy. But first, let me just go and do the last bit of chatting. We have
Have you put those thieving bandits to the sword?
took care of the bandits. Yes, that's
Kindness
what
warms
I
my
was gonna
heart.
say.
The sunlight warms the skin on a cold day. The Skull are once again in your debt, outsider.
So to Valok's tomb we go.
All right then.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to find a place close to it. The map seems so much bigger than it is. But there's so many quests on Solstheim. I'm not complaining. It's a compliment.
Remarkable, isn't it? This tomb has been hidden for, well, who knows how long. I've had a look around, and the only interesting thing I've found is this inscription here, and a switch below it.
Well, if I can't read it, how should I know what to do?
I'm not sure if you can read the dragon language.
I know that
This
crosses
seems to
mean
be a
sorry.
ritual of some sort.
That's about it.
A sacrifice will bring you closer to that which you seek. I wonder what it means.
Will I have to kill you? Well, I'll just try the Draugr. Come on. I mean, it didn't say that it needed a living sacrifice. You probably could do that with a follower, though.
Well done.
Oh, I don't have to. That's enough. Good.
Since you seem to know what you're doing, why don't you lead the way?
I'm assuming I have to do both. So, does it matter? I'm gonna say no.
More to go. Now let's
One more? What do you mean, one more?
when you hit the last one.
You mean the pressure plates?
There's another ring in here.
So there's no order? I just have to press them all? Okay. Oh, word wall. I don't know what that one is. Because to keep me surprised, in my planning, I only mentioned that it was the word ball I needed. I deleted the bit where he told me which shout it was. Therefore, I can have a nice surprise every time I see one. Amethyst claw, right half. So obviously, let's go to the other side and find the left half. So there's this puzzle here. Staff of Flames, Ancient Nordic Sword, and Nord Bow. Well, I probably can just use any spell, bow, and melee. But I'm not gonna test it, I'm just gonna use what they told me to. So, Staff of Flames. That should do it. Well, of course, that should do it. Of course that's gonna do it, it's the thing. And with the 3 done, that should unlock. Yep. Oh, another word wall! That's really cool. No, I'm gonna have to hunt dragons. And there's no use going to their lairs. It's gonna have to be random dragons. Because once you kill one in their lair, in the map markers that have the dragon face, you don't get more souls. Even though they respawn, so guess I'll be fast traveling a lot by the end of Dragonborn just to unlock everything. Oh, I remember this one. This is quite easy. We're not gonna have to fight anything unless I fall, and no, I'm not gonna fall, so let's just go to the end of it. So we should be really close to Valok, which is gonna be another Dragon Priest.
Here's something. The first one has to do with a breeze, or maybe it's wind. The second mentions the night sky and the moon. And the third has something to do with
Thank God he explained it, because neither of the halves had any clues. It's not like a regular claw that has the details on it. It didn't. And the walls are useless. I mean, you cannot take a hint. I cannot take a hint, I should say. Maybe some genius out there can. Well, I'm not a genius. But I can beat the crap out of Valak with my 2 Drumoras and Freya, so... Oh, no mask. Sad. Okay, so let's just get this one. That's gonna be Battle Fury.
Dragon language inscription. I wonder what it says. How amazing! A real dragon priest. In all my years as a historian, I never thought I'd see anything like that. I suppose that was Valak. He must have had this entire place built for him so that he could maintain his vigil, even beyond death.
So, he was important, huh?
Indeed. I knew that the dragon priests were thought to have been powerful men of great will, but I had no idea. Well, I suppose I've seen everything I came for, and you kept up your end of the bargain. I promised payment, and here it is.
Now, I'm gonna leave it here, so quick shout out to Steve Whittle for becoming the channel's first member, and you, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you on the next one, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.